I'm a narcissist, so we'd be like this. Like we took a test together to see what our percentage in narcissism. And you saw the results. But yo, we'd walk around town and we'd be like, oh, everyone else is too ugly. I'll just stay with Jon. He's good looking. And I'd be like, yeah, I'm just going to stay with Jill. She's the only one I like on Twitch. But dude, what compelled two human beings who are having bad sex, no connection, zero romance, even for the cuddling? Zero. We literally forced the relationship. I've never done this with any girl. I don't force, but I was like, I'll do it for her looks. I really like the looks, right? There's girls who are hot to the world, and there's girls who are hot to the world, and me, I was like, I like the looks, and I like staring. I'm less angry when I stare at her. And that changed, actually. Anyways, so check it out. You know what Jill reminded me of? It is a trauma. Why I was so fond of this girl, she reminded me of the girl in kindergarten who, like, I'd fall off the playground and she'd be the first to say, wow, you're weak. Like, I couldn't hold on to the monkey bars. And you know the girl who stares? Like, she doesn't run away or do any giggles. She's just staring. Like, she actually observed your first flaw on earth as a fucking toddler. And she got, like, nice clothes. She's not, like, an immigrant refugee. So you, like, respect her. You're like, oh, I want to be like her, bro. They got money. That's who she reminded me of. Like, I always saw her as a fucking toddler. So I was like, damn, I got to win over that toddler, bro. I'm really, this is a therapy stream, because if my therapist brother heard this, right? Yeah, just my therapist brother literally begged me not to, he begged her, he did therapy for her. He begged her and me not to talk to each other. And I'd always get him in the therapy session. I'd be like, but that pussy, bro. And yo, when he's trying to be serious as a therapist, but he's got Zherka, you should see him hold, because he takes us so serious. He's like highest paid in the Lower Mainland. He's like obsessed with Jordan Peterson at one point. He just he wants to be like that. And yo, I just crack him. Like, because anything, this is why Jill is horrible for you. She's affecting your money here and this. And I go, but that though. And literally, he's got no argument. He can't bring up Freud. He can't bring up Carl Jung. Totally stopped in his tracks. And I still remember the funniest thing he's ever said is the first time I was like, okay, it's been a couple months. Zherka doesn't date this long. This is weird. Or Jon. And we're driving around, going to Tim Hortons. You know how we do, Tim Hortons. Save some money. And he's like, so tell me about Jill. I'm like, nah, I don't like telling. No, tell me. He said, yeah, if you want to go to the next level, I got you to $20,000 a month. You have to start opening up. I was like, all right, fine. I'll open up about the relationship. And I'm like, it's cringe, bro. Like, we're like kids. And he's like, okay, whatever. I'm telling him about the relationship. And this is the funniest thing Eden's ever done. He made a joke like, she got fake tits. And I got so angry because I love Jillian, MissPBJ. Jillian Monique Smith are the greatest boobs I've ever. She's lost her tits. She's not around me. She's more, but I still like them. And I got so offended that he had said my property is synthetic. So I looked at my brother. I'm like, no, her tits are real. And he said, yeah, that e-girl. And I'm like, okay, yeah. I'm not gonna get mad at that. I would call her an e-girl too, right? Especially if I'm not, I would just call her. Right? So I don't care if my brother calls her, I don't really give a, but he wouldn't do that. He's a nice guy. So I'm like, I'll be fair. But dude, he's pissing me off because I know these tits are real. And I'm yelling at him. He's yelling at me. He's like, they're fake. Come on, all girls on that Twitch website you're on, they all have fake tits. I'm like, no, I have this, I have that. And then in the most heated part of the argument, he says, all right, then we'll only know when I can feel them. And I was already long-term dating her, so I liked her. This is my first time my brother made it. My brother's been around my hoes, but never a girl I liked. On calls too. So this is the first time I felt my twin brothers grabbing my girlfriend that I'm into, that I trust now, her And it was the funniest joke. I couldn't breathe laughing. We had to pull over. And I had to tell this story about another girl, but it was Jill, because I didn't want Jill to think these brothers are creepy as shit. But it turns out she goes low too. Because then she went on the Destiny stream and she's like, maybe I'll just go for your brother. I was like, oh, dirty poor mouth. Wow, dude, I understand why they beat up women in the old days in a video game. That stung, bro. But when you get to know Jill, it's like she's not actually going through the motions in her head, because some girls actually your brother in their own heads. So Jill's not one of those, thank God, but she just says it out of spite. And she used to lie about random shit out of spite. But dude, Jill is the most, Albanians in chat, the most Albanian asshole energy ever. And so I had my first dream about her in 5 months. I haven't thought about her. The last time I spoke to her, she was crying and saying she's gonna pick me up from Hugh Mike's Devil House, and she's sending me scripture about how I'm wasting away. And it was so bad, because I'm such an honest guy that I didn't argue. Because like, when you send me scripture and I'm living in your house, you think I'll debate that? I'm not Andrew Tate who, figure it out. No, bro, you're winning the debate. So then she starts crying and freaking out. And then I just like abandoned her, to be honest. Anyways. In a mean way too. But check it out. Yeah, we were supposed to do a trip with my brother and his girl that he's marrying. After the worst part of the breakup, I get banned on Twitch, and she celebrates on my birthday the ban. When I took her to a resort in Cancun, that's men are the superior and generous gender. Just say men are better than women in my chat, and don't ever stop saying it. So yeah, I was like, man, it's just such a disgusting. But my friends and family are like, no, she didn't rat you out when literally she's going to jail for your 5 mistakes in a row that you did out of anger. And I've never snaked someone that hard, because it's not intentional, but definitely. Yeah, I was wishing the worst on both of us. Anyways. And the worst part of TwitchCon? That whole drama and getting into weird altercations with people trying to fight me for her on the street. Some dude trying to kidnap her and getting creepy and yeah. I never once had sex at TwitchCon. I never once. That trip I had paid, what was it, 800? Did you see with me and Destiny in that room? $800 room. Never once had sex. The worst TwitchCon ever. Now when I go to TwitchCon, I don't go to the convention. I just go to the after parties, meet you guys. But Sneako's calling, just a sec. Hold on. Anyways, so now I went from the story of bad sex for like almost a month to it was getting better to so much phone sex, and then my dude, this girl, this is how her orgasms looked when we started getting more serious. This is why I think the lesson here is you can force a relationship, because you watched us on stream do it. We record every second. We forced that shit. We didn't even like each other, right? We just said, oh, you have a nice shell. You have a nice shell. Bro, this is MissPBJ's orgasms after we broke up, got together, and said everything. We just got everything off our chest and made it cringe and awkward. Check this out. And when she's done and she's like this, I'm like, I would say something. What would I say? I don't remember. Hold on. Because it's like, this is very different. With her, it's like different type of sex than anyone else. It's like more marriage. But she's doing all that, and then she stops, and the tremors are going down, right? And then just sonically, vocally, I'd be like, dumb. And she'd come more from fucking words. And it felt like I could shoot combos, right? I wasn't even touching the pussy, right? And I remember thinking to myself, like, holy shit. She forced unity. Why the fuck don't we live in a Catholic theocracy where our parents choose our partners? Could two people have picked Bro, if people are taking you to jail, all dirty, pockets dirty, riding dirty type shit, bro, we are not meant to choose our partners. Did you know you don't even choose someone you're compatible with? If a woman has always been insecure about her shoulders, she's extremely attracted to a dude with cap delts. Because it completes the feature she's insecure about. That's how we pick our mates. It's psychosexual. We don't actually pick who fits our life. Isn't that crazy? So you're picking off lust, really. You're overdosing on lust, that's a fleeting thing, right? So I'm thinking to myself, like, wait a minute. Is that why short girls suck the skin off my... Because they want the tall genetics. Dude, when you choose your own partner, you're destined for a marriage or a divorce. More likely a divorce or a charge, bro. At this point, don't get married unless you're like in a third world country and you give me a detailed email. But check it out. There would be no crime if our parents chose our partners, because they wouldn't say, like, our parents wouldn't be like, John, you have to get married to Pokimane. I go, it looks like a dude. My parents would literally be like, you have Pokimane, you have this girl, you have Jill. They give me 10 options, and then I get to decide. It's not the worst thing in the world.